Hi, this is Emily Lopez, and today I am going to show you how to change the saw blade on your Ryobi table saw. So let's get started.
Number one, make sure your saw is unplugged.
Now I am looking down at the top of my saw, and right here there is a little release, so I'm going to squeeze that and pull that up. You can look over here and you can see a nut holding your saw on. What I'm going to do is come down to my adjustable part of my blade, and I'm just going to move that as high up as I can so I can reach in there as best as possible. So this is the maximum height on my blade. So when you want to loosen this, the hard thing is when you start twisting it, twist the blade, right? So you have to have something here to hold that side in place or torque that way while you loosen on this side. So here's the trick. If you're facing your saw and you've left everything the way you should have, when you come underneath, you got this little guy you can loosen, and it's got the tools you need that Ryobi has provided for you for adjusting your blade. So I'm not gonna make you watch me a whole video. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole video of me unscrewing that, but I'm gonna get those little tools out of there. So I have my tools that I unscrewed from under my saw. This open-ended one, I'm gonna turn the blade to where I can put, there's like a little flat section on this nut. I'm just gonna put that here so I can hold that in place. Then I'm gonna take this side and put it in here, and I'm gonna fit it on the nut, and I'm gonna go opposite directions so I can loosen it, and there it is. You can just feel it break loose. So what I recommend is when I take things off, I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. When I take things off, I always just lay them down flat the way that I removed them. That way, if I get a brain fart or I get distracted, something comes up, I get a call from a client, I have a picture. I like to take a picture before I take things apart. This isn't too complicated because it's only two things, but I just lay them down the way I took them off. So it went blade, then it went this guy, right? Sorry. And then it went that guy. So I'm going to lay them down like I took them off. So then literally, that's just going to slide off, and I'm going to slide my new blade on. You can see we have our old blade there. Now I'm just going to take my new blade. I'm going to line up the holes. I'm going to put it back on there. And then, sorry, I'm trying to film and do this at the same time. I'm going to put that piece back on. And then, so I slid that on. And then I'm going to take my nut. And I'm going to hand tighten it as much as I can. And then I will use my tools to tighten it the rest of the way that came under my saw to get it snug. So I'm just going to hand tighten that. And that's as much as I can really do, because eventually it's just going to start trying to move the saw when I tighten it. So now we have hand tightened it. So I'm going to take my two little tools again. I'm going to get this on this side to hold it in place. And now we're just going to go the opposite direction because we are trying to tighten it to loosen it. So we're just going to make it snug. You don't want to make this so crazy that someday you regret it when you're trying to take it off of here, but you want to give it, you want to make it snug and safe and secure. So I've tightened that. I feel like it's really secure. I feel like nothing's loose. So this is tightened. I have used these tools, and then I'm just going to take this piece that I took off the top. I'm going to lay it back where it needs to go. And then that's just that little piece that we just had to squeeze to get it back in place. So now I have my new saw. If you use your shroud, which you probably should, put that back on there. I took mine off a long time ago and don't have it anymore, so I will not be reinstalling that. But now I have a fresh saw blade. It's going to cut a lot better for me. And the other thing you want to remember is to put these back down here. Right? So next time when you need to change your saw blade, you have it. So there you have it. We have taken off our old blade. We have a new blade on our 10-inch Ryobi table saw, and it's going to be much smoother and safer for us to make our cuts. If this has been helpful for you, I would greatly appreciate if you like, subscribe, share this video. Also, you can check me out on Instagram at emily.a.lopez, and follow me on YouTube for more DIY tips and tricks, and let me know what you want to see next. Thank you so much for your time and for following and watching. Have a beautiful day. See ya.